What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to another 5-minute freedom tip. Today we're going to talk about a subject that drives a lot of builders crazy. And if you've ever heard a horror story about a Dremel workstation drilling improper pinholes, then you don't want to miss this. Welcome back, everybody. I'm RAMjetta and I'll be your host. Today, as you can see behind me, we have set up my Dremel workstation. This Dremel workstation has been set up day one. I've drilled plenty of pinholes and they've always come out perfect. And that's because I listened to my partner, Marine Gun Builder, and I set it up perfectly. So I'm about to share that with you. I'm going to show you on this new one that's never been set up. We're going to show you how to avoid the pitfalls of improper pinholes. Say that 3 times. Anyway, guys, pay attention because in 5 minutes, I'm going to show you how to do this. So let's put 5 minutes up on the clock and get started. All right, so if you want to see how this was put together, again, you have it in your manual. Let's get rid of that. But if you want to see the video, go over to my Rumble page. I posted it all up over there. So now I did install these handles. These are tightening screws for when it's on here. For the sake of time, we're gonna go ahead and get through that. So first, turn your nest over. Basically, this is the nest right here. This is what holds the Dremel. This is your tightening screws for the nest. Now, bear in mind, these are not always tight. You wanna make sure these are tight because if this nest moves, I'll be tightening those to make sure that there's no wiggle room so we still get first time quality when we drill our pinholes. Next, the nut on the bottom for your nest. Now, when you want to put your Dremel in here, as a matter of fact, we have one right here. Let's go ahead and take that out. Let's get rid of this. First, you have to take this nut off. All right, and you see these threads? These threads thread directly into the nut. So you just put it in there like so, and then you just screw it down. Now, when you're screwing it down, you have to make sure that it's tight. Now, this little nub right here, you have to make sure that's not in the way or it will hit there and your Dremel won't be straight. So let's take that out for a minute. Talk about the other screws. Now, you have 2 screws on each side, screw here and a screw here. And these control the plunger. This is gonna control how tight it plunges. You wanna get yourself a small screwdriver, like just right now, look, it's so loose, I can turn it with my nail. You don't want that because that may cause chatter, may cause movement. You tighten these till they get tight against the plunger guide. All right, and then you just turn it slightly, ever so slightly out, and then it'll allow it to go freely, but it won't cause any rattle. All right, you have the same on this side. On the side, you have these 2 gold screws that is connected to the plunger itself. You can see this little guide. If you can see it real close, you can see that guide right there. Those screws go into that guide. You want to tighten these till they're tight and then it can't move, and then half a turn, maybe even a quarter turn, loosen it so it goes freely, but it won't allow it to chatter. Now, you also have this here. This is your depth guide, okay, or your depth limiter. I don't know the technical names, guys. You read the book, but this will allow you to plunge only for so deep. Like I have it all the way down, it won't plunge at all. But if I put it all the way up or halfway up, tighten it, it'll only go so deep. That's gonna come into play more in the video we talk about drilling pinholes. Next, these here. Now these screws control the direction once it's on this pipe. All right, now this is not secured in. I put it together, but I have to still put this on, but I wanted to show you how I put this on. If you look in here, see how it goes that way? And this one goes the opposite way. So it definitely secures it here in either way so it won't move front, back, left, right, up, down. It won't move at all once you have it on there perfectly. Now, you see this here? This is moving. That's controlled by this screw right here. Forgot to mention that one. So make sure these are tight, make sure these are tight. All those are tight. Make sure everything, even your handle screw, make sure that's tight, guys, because you're going to have problems drilling holes straight. Then you're going to have to do what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to fix the pinholes, which I have another video coming out about how to fix pinholes. So let me go ahead and put this together really quick, show you what it looks like when it's all done. And voila, guys, it is all set. It's ready to go. I just have to tighten everything down, make sure everything is square and level. You want to make sure it's square and level, but we're going to go into how to do that in the next video before you even start to drill your first pin. So now we have a matching set of workstations, and we'll be able to do a lot of freedom with those, and we'll be able to drill pins straight, unlike this frame here, in which, hey, maybe I'll do a video on how to fix pinholes. Anyway, that's it, we're done. Well, there you have it, another Dremel workstation built for first-time quality so we can build freedom for years to come. Now, if you have questions, please feel free to throw them down in the comment section. I'll do my best to answer your questions as soon as possible. If this is content that you've liked and you've gotten value, we hope to see you on another episode. Hit that subscribe button so you know when we're posting up. I'll talk to you later. Deuces. Bear in mind, you're going to want to video. Oh, you've got to be me.